The Knox County Health Department is allowing a dairy farm to reopen following an E. coli outbreak.
Health officials say so far it's found no specific problems at French Broad Farm in East Knox County. East Tennessee Children's Hospital said today it is treating another patient with E. coli. That now brings the total in the hospital to 7, 1 in ICU.
10 News reporter Stephanie Haynes joins us now. And Stephanie, the farm not off the hook here.
Right, Robin and John. The health department says so far its investigation shows that the kids who have E. coli infections also drank raw milk from French Broad Farm. But health officials say the farm has followed all of their recommendations and the farm can continue to distribute. In the Knox County E. coli investigation, health officials say they believe the majority of the cases are linked to raw milk consumption, specifically from French Broad Farm, a cow share in Knox County. So the health department asked them to stop distributing. But Thursday, the department lifted that request.
What we found is every one of those kids drank raw milk, and every one of those kids got raw milk from this farm. That's what led us to the farm.
The health department said so far its investigation has shown no specific problems with the farm, and there is no more ongoing transmission. It said the farm followed all of its recommendations, but added there's no oversight to cow shares.
And there's no regulatory body who can go in and say, yep, they've done all the things they need to do. They're clear and ready to go.
East Tennessee Children's Hospital says it believes its 7 current patients have E. coli infections linked to raw milk consumption, which health officials continue to stress is a risk.
No matter how careful the person in the dairy is, that they can have the best practices, and that possibility for contamination still exists.
Again, the health department is still investigating the source of the E. coli infections, and it believes at this point the cases linked to possible raw milk consumption are separate from the cases linked to a Mascot child care facility. Robin and John.
Stephanie, thank you. And right now at WDIR.com, a doctor explains the dangers of E. coli and how it can impact our bodies. Plus, everything you need to know about raw milk and why health experts say it's dangerous to drink.